Hey friends, Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. I'm happy as can be. It is Friday afternoon, and I am done for the day with my day job. And we are only 65 days, 2 hours, 24 minutes, and 40 seconds away from the kickoff of the 2018 season. We've got a little over 2.5 weeks left before the team heads to Oxnard, and man, I am excited. I'm excited. And here's a little bit of news for you guys. And it's so crazy because literally, while me and Michael were leaving from the day job, I said, we got 10 days left for the Dallas Cowboys if they're going to work out a long term deal with Demarcus Lawrence to get that done. And lo and behold, here it is, been notified that the Cowboys and Demarcus Lawrence are meeting next week. Now, here's where we stand as far as the cap goes. The beginning of the offseason, we only had $19 million. And we knew we had to do something with David Irving. We knew we had to do something with, of course, Demarcus Lawrence. And we knew Zach Martin wanted a long-term deal. And the thing I told you guys that the Cowboys are really good at when they do long-term deals is they end up saving cap space in the first couple of years of the deal and kind of kick it down the road. The cap has been increasing by about $10 million a year. So, next year you're looking at another $10 million plus the fact that we will have about $24 million right now of dead money that will come off. When we finally finish paying Tony Romo, guys like Nolan Carroll, Des Bryant's money. So from a financial standpoint, we're actually doing better. The Zach Martin deal, we went from having a cap number of $9 million this year to about $6. So we locked him up for the next 5 years with an $84 million contract, but we saved money. Now, we could do that same thing with Demarcus Lawrence because currently his cap number is $17.1 million. And they could do a deal because he's looking for a 5-year deal. So we're talking about $75 million plus, which is a lot of money. This is one of those ones that you look at the situation and you say, okay, we've been here, we've done this before. If Demarcus Lawrence plays like he did this past year, the next 5 years, you're golden. Great. Fantastic. Because this deal would lock him up for his prime. But what if you don't get that Demarcus Lawrence and you guarantee $35, $40 million? Now you're on the chain for that. And unfortunately, our past history, and part of the reason why we've been in cap hell is we've gone through and we've rewarded the players. And there's nothing wrong with rewarding the players, but you have to understand it's a business. We had Miles Austin after we got rid of T.O., who stepped up and played phenomenal. And they signed him to a big long-term deal. Problem was is he had a history of injuries in the past, and those hamstring issues came back to bite him in the rear end. And hence, we were left with a lot of dead money. We did that with a Jay Radcliffe. We ended up doing that with a Marion Barber. And Marion Barber, you got to love him because he was like the original beast mode. Problem was is playing that style the way he was, where he was out looking to hit the defensive player as hard as the defensive player was trying to hit him. You knew that wasn't going to last that long, but to sign him to a $45 million extension, those were all the reasons why we were in cap hell. The reason why we're still paying Tony Romo this year is because we had to keep redoing contracts, using the triggers on the Tyron Smiths, so that way we could still sign at least and hold on to some of the players that we had. Beg, borrow, and steal, so to speak. Well, we're finally getting out of that rut. The fact that we locked up Zach Martin, the fact that you franchise tagged Demarcus Lawrence, the fact that you got David Irving, well, we'll see about the David Irving part, taken care of. The fact that you were able to sign some depth and still have almost $15 million is incredible. To know that if you don't spend that money will carry over to the next year. So you'll lose that dead money, that 24 million that we have right now, you could potentially save that 15 million if you don't sign somebody like an Earl Thomas for the following year, and have money to sign your quarterback as well as whoever else you need. Now the problem, of course, is, do you do that long-term deal? You can afford it now. The question will be is, will you be able to afford it later on? I don't have the answer for that. Because here's the reality. This time last year, what were your thoughts on Demarcus Lawrence? I bet a lot of you guys were talking about bust, because you're looking at 2 sacks in the playoffs his rookie year, 8 sacks his second year, his third year, 1 sack, 4-game suspension for PEDs, and back surgery. Coming off of that season, I guarantee a lot of you said that this is Demarcus Lawrence's last chance to make the team. I mean, to be on the team. And the fact that we ended up drafting Taco, which we thought was going to be the guy to take the place, you may be better served keeping the franchise tag. I know what's going to happen is Khalil Mack is going to get a deal done. Aaron Donald's going to get their deals done, and I guarantee it's going to blow those out of the water. So it may end up being that it may cost you another $3 million a year on the contract, because those contracts are going to go through the roof. It's a tough decision, and this is one of those ones that it's like going to Vegas and gambling. All right, sometimes you crap out. We'll have to wait and see what happens on that one, but we'll definitely be talking about this tonight on our live stream at 9 o'clock Eastern. I hope you guys will join us. I'm Mark Holmes with Cowboy Joe Boo, and I'm going to go do some more work on the Outside Man Cave, and I'll see you soon.